Hey everyone, this is Marshall, the old school soul. And are we having disclosure? Yes. I mean, it's not a hot disclosure, but it's like they're trying to, but they're like choking. So they only allow the just give authorization for this person to talk about this one aspect about the UFO topic and stuff like that, and or just showing these videos of these certain craft viewed by our American fighter pilots. And I've studied UFOs and alien type topics all my life. Like, one of my favorite movies growing up was the Steven Spielberg movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind. I like the Alien movies. I like the Predator movies. And, if it had to do with aliens, I wanted to see it. I'm a big Star Wars fan. I know a lot of people are too. And I even like Star Trek. And, I'm just big sci-fi guy, and UFOs have always uh, um, fascinated me, even from a small kid. And even like I just rewatched that movie, old movie. It came out in like '86, maybe, Flight of the Navigator, and where this young kid, uh, wait, he gets knocked out and he wakes up and it's like 8 years. Well, anyways, it's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it. But no, I've always been interested in UFOs, and um, but it seems that our government has been trying to release information, strong information, but you know, but in the end, like one YouTuber coins it, a nothing burger, to where it doesn't have teeth, so it just sits there in limbo. And Tucker Carlson, he interviewed this guy, the guy that was talking about these crashed uh, UFOs that they had, and then he was on the Joe Rogan Experience, and he mentioned that extraterrestrials or UFOs are piloted, maybe not with extraterrestrials, but with spiritual beings or entities. You know, but this topic, when it's brought up, it's not as demonized as it was in the past. Like, I've seen a UFO myself. It was like a stationary blue light off in the distance. It was just there, and all of a sudden it shot, you know, out of view, but it was like a navy blue light. And like, I even read books. One book um, that I read on the topic is called "The Sayres Agenda." Well, to most of everyone, that means nothing. The Sayres. But I've studied a spiritual path, and it was a race of beings that existed long ago, and you may have seen, like, going through Facebook, like in the reels or whatever, like someone next to this giant skeleton. I mean, big, big. Or maybe something about, you know, skeletal remains that are abnormally a lot larger, like 18 to 25 feet tall. Like they've found skeletal remains, and usually they'd classify that after said discovery, and that was the name of that race. And there's a book that I read called The Tiger's Fang by Paul Twitchell, and it talks about them in that. So I kind of had a background. So when I heard that name, it caught my attention. And I first read it in 2015, and it kind of was like a portal, kind of. I can't explain it, but I had a dream of what happens in that book. I had a dream of what it actually is that's coming to this planet, and it talks about uh, a potential full disclosure from world governments, leaders, known and unknown, uh, while this transformation happens on a global scale. And I used to worry about like us having a bleak future where our civil liberties are eroded and all that other stuff, and it's not true. I mean, it looks like that now, but we're how could I say it? We're heading into a positive future. Like if you're a Christian, it's the coming of Christ, the rapture, or the apocalypse. And the apocalypse isn't a destructive end. It's like April of 2024 and we're still around. It's like if the powers that be were to use uh, like nuclear weapons that they developed back in the 40s or 50s, you would think they would have already used them by now, but yet we're here. And, so it's just like they, like use imaginary threat that they can still use them, but, I think they would have used them years ago. Heck, they would probably use them before I was even born, but yet we're still here. And so it's just like I'm excited for full disclosure. And it's just I'm not afraid of the future. I am not. Neither should you. Because it's just like we're still here in April of 2024. So, I look forward to the future. It seems like the sky is falling, but and people look like but people are standing up for a truth on some level. And we're getting sick and tired of the old ways of the world, and we want something new. We don't want the same old, same old. We want prosperity. We want love. We want freedom. And so it's just, I don't know. I'm just excited about the future. I don't worry, because I don't know. It's not the same planet. It's like we're still here, alive. We're given opportunities to learn how to grow. And I think one way that humanity can go forward is by learning about who we are as soul, and you utilizing Hue, a love song to God, to gain the spiritual strength. You know, if the full disclosure was to happen, this world would be transformed overnight, and it'll go beyond our wildest dreams. And so, I don't know. There's nothing to fear because all fear is artificial. The reason why people are afraid is how could I say it? They're afraid if they learn the truth, something horrible will happen to them again. And it's not going to happen because there'll be a time where all fear will be dropped from everyone on this planet. And so fear is going to drop from our vocabulary. It'll be non existence. The only fear we have to fear is the fear that we make up. But we got to learn how to control it, and one way is by singing Hue and learn about ourselves. You know, I know this isn't popular at the moment, but I'm ahead of the curve. I want freedom for all. I don't want to live the way life is on Earth, because Earth is a backwards planet. And, you know, it's just like we seem like the Earth is going to hell in a handbasket, but it's purging itself, it's purifying. And so I don't know, maybe one day the world is changed for the better. And so this is my message for now. Have a great day. Please share this video far and wide. And have a great one. Bye.